1/4 pounds. Esta noche sube al cuadrilátero en su 10º combate a nivel profesional, con 7 victorias, 2 derrotas, todas sus 7 victorias por la vía del cloroformo. Tonight, he enters in his 10th pro bout with 7 victories, only 2 losses, all 7 victories coming by way of KO. De Chihuahua, Chihuahua, México, Germán Bombón García Monte. Across the ring in the red corner, vestido de blanco con negro y plateado, su rival en la esquina roja, wearing white with silver and black trim. He weighed in at an identical 216 1/4 pounds. Detuvo la báscula a un peso idéntico de 216 libras y 1/4. Y a nivel profesional se mantiene invicto con 5 victorias. Todas sus 5 victorias por la vía del knockout. He enters the ring, an undefeated pro with 5 victories. All 5 victories coming by way of KO. De Holguín, Cuba, la bestia, Jeovanny Bruzon.
Al centro conmigo, a mi lado para que los vea la cámara, señores. Muy bien, señores, los dos conocen bien las reglas. Quiero una pelea limpia. Están prohibidos los golpes con la cabeza, golpes debajo del cinturón, en la espalda y en la nuca. Se protegen los dos todo el tiempo y cuando yo indique fuera, se separan sin tirar golpes. ¿Quedó claro para los dos? Suerte y que gane el mejor. Choquen guantes.
Set for pro boxing's newest weight class, Bridgerweight, 224 pounds. Jeovanny Bruzon versus Germán García. You see the numbers. They are presented by Rival Boxing Gear.
Yeah, and I think Bruzon is actually a little taller, despite what that says. He's got a little reach advantage. He definitely has a power advantage. Both of these guys have a lot of power, so don't blink.
Round number 1. Tonight's fight clock is presented by PES, results driven online at pe-subs.com. Black and white trunks for the Cuban, Jeovanny Bruzon. Black trunks for the fighter from Chihuahua, Mexico, Germán García. Power shots immediately to the surprise of no one from both men. Left hook to the body. There's the big jab. Huge body shots now coming from Bruzon. Garcia parked with his back against the ropes, looking to turn out.
Garcia needs to get off of those ropes or he's going to end up in a bad position.
Garcia said Bruzon has power, I have bigger power.
He also made a point of saying that Bruzon has only been 2 rounds, never beyond 2 rounds. He's been 4, 6, 8 rounds. He feels like he needs to weather the storm.
Good left hand.
Right now, he's catching the storm of Bruzon.
Those are thunderous shots. Garcia in all sorts of trouble. Bruzon can already see the finish line trying to reach him, but got countered with that right hand.
Garcia should hold on when he gets against the ropes and gets in a little bit of trouble and reset. Throws a nice left hook there. At least he gets something back at Bruzon.
Big left hand. Now the right hand on the lead right uppercut. More step in power from Jeovanny Bruzon.
And that's the best shot for Bruzon. Straight left off of the southpaw style. We saw him in his last fight, first round TKO in December.
Body shot with the right hand, 1-2. There's the left uppercut. Garcia back to the body, takes the right hand, 1-1-2 this time from the southpaw stance. Unloading with that left hand is Bruzon.
He did the right thing there. He held on to try to reset, but then he's back to the defensive posture. Needs to let his hands go to give Bruzon something to think about.
There's that right uppercut. Those uppercuts are flying from the Cuban Bruzon. 55 seconds remaining. Round number 1, scheduled for 10, our co-main. Credit Germán Garcia. He has taken some huge shots. Now coming forward, puts Bruzon's back against the ropes. Bruzon, that's a slick little pivot out. Got a phenomenal amateur pedigree for Bruzon, former member of the Cuban national team. Lands that right hand.
Nearly 200 amateur fights. for Bruzon.
See the patience. Lead right uppercut from that southpaw stance. Right hand not there for Garcia. Both men throwing big. There's a hook to the body from Germán Garcia, then the right hand. Garcia walking forward, countered with that left. Left to the body from Bruzon. There's the uppercut again. More uppercuts flying there with the left hand for Bruzon. That is the end of round number 1. And a smear of blood on the face of Garcia as he walks back to his corner.
Garcia had some moments there towards the end of that round, Sean, but it would really behoove him to try to just get through some of these early rounds. It really would. Just weather the storm. It's a difficult thing to do when you got a guy like this coming at you. Bruzon, again, off the southpaw style, setting things up with a jab, works the body, works the head. Counter right, hook off the jab. Sets up, that was 2 flicking jabs, sets up that uppercut. Left uppercut, which found its home on the head of Garcia. I was surprised Garcia was able to weather that storm as good as he did. And he was inactive, by the way, all of 2020.
Coming up next, it's our main event where you will see that man, the undefeated Guatemalan, Lester Martinez. Round number 2 of our co-main. Tonight's judges for this bout have been assigned by the WBC. Bruzon throwing a lot of uppercuts in round number 1, Smitty, with both the lead hand and the rear hand. Something really impressive for a fighter over 6 foot tall and over 200 pounds. Left to the body. Good separation from referee Cesar Castellon. See the smear of blood on the forehead of Garcia. Swelling around his right eye as well. Right hand doesn't get through from Germán Garcia.
For the moment, and I say for the moment, Garcia slowing the pace a little bit, which is a good thing. Slow the pace down so you don't let the hands get going like they're starting to do now of Bruzon, and they did throughout, especially the first 2 minutes of the first round.
Bruzon trying to speed that pace right back up. Again, you see the body work from the Cuban. 55 remaining round number 2. Back to the body with those wide punches goes Garcia. There's that uppercut again, that with the rear right hand.
That's good work, though, from Garcia right there. And he's trying to keep responsible defense as well, trying to block some of these uppercuts.
Left hook got through. This crowd here in Los Mochis, Sinaloa, trying to get behind audibly their countryman, Germán Garcia. Garcia to the body, lands that left and the right hand. Best sequence of the fight for Garcia.
Bruzon's in trouble.
Bruzon continuing to throw. Garcia lands a huge left hand. That definitely rocked Bruzon.
He slowed down that pace, got the distance that he wanted. He was able to land those shots that he wanted.
Huge shift in momentum here in round number 2. There's the uppercut to left hand. Warning from Cesar Castellon to Garcia, pushing down on the back of Bruzon's head. Right back to it, short right hand.
Bruzon is also tired. Took a big, deep breath there. Watch the left hook of Garcia. He can get back on the inside and crank it. He's tired as well, though.
Straight punches back from Jeovanny Bruzon. This is a big round number 2 for Germán Garcia. Garcia with the right hand. Jab from the southpaw stance, 1-2 from Bruzon. See it to the body once more. It's a really good big man round, Smitty.
And Garcia, when he has that free hand on the inside, is working it, and the referee is allowing him to, which is good.
Oh, that's a gorgeous 1-2. The straight punches, counter left hand back from Garcia. Garcia again walking forward. Both fighters have knockout power in both hands. There's the left hook from Garcia. And that is the end of round 2.
That was as big a second round, even more so for Garcia than Bruzon's first round.
Fully agreed.
Garcia, as I mentioned early in the round, slowed it down, slowed the pace down, cut the distance, worked the inside. There's that clubbing right hand, then a left hook, then a body shot. Got the attention, a huge right hand. This is where Bruzon did a nice job just staying upright. And Garcia, who was inactive all of 2020, is getting in the activity, especially in that second round. Huge round for Garcia.
Bruzon was not wobbled, but he was most definitely and visibly rocked in round number 2. Set for round number 3, scheduled for 10. Seeing all 10 rounds seems increasingly unlikely.
This is uncharted territory for Bruzon. He's never been to a round 3.
This is his 6th pro fight, and indeed his first ever round number 3. Entered with 4 first-round KOs and 1 second-round KO. You saw Garcia slight delay. His corner forgot the mouthpiece. You definitely need it in this fight. More body work. Left hand right back from Bruzon. Garcia then to the body. Crowd really animated here. Such a knowledgeable boxing crowd in Los Mochis, Sinaloa. Output of punches. On the uppercut. Good right hand lands from Bruzon, then the rear right uppercut again. Bruzon, Smitty trying to seize back the momentum here early stages of round 3.
Yeah, really planting hard body shots. Even though he's on the inside, he's seeing what he's throwing. He's really turning over those shots, especially to the body.
I thought this would be a fun fight. This is a really fun fight. Left to the body from Bruzon.
There's that free hand again.
The warning went to Bruzon from Cesar Castellon for holding. Fair game for Garcia to continue to throw and land.
Watch Bruzon's uppercut.
Left hook. 90 seconds remaining, round 3. Garcia looking to counter off for the ropes. Good uppercut again with the right hand from Bruzon.
Nose bloodied of Garcia.
Smitty, to me, those uppercuts, left and right hand, the most significant punches for Bruzon thus far in this fight. Left hand misses.
He tells us his best shot is his straight left, but that uppercut of his, that left uppercut, has been beautiful. There's a nice 1-2 by Bruzon.
Left to the body, counter right hand from Garcia. That was big.
Garcia needs to try to time the left hook. There he works the body again. Good job by Garcia on the inside, utilizing the free hand, digging in some shots, landing some shots.
There you just saw what is known in referee speak as a hard warning. Cesar Castellon calling time, warning Bruzon for the hold. Hard warning means the next time you commit that foul, it's a 1-point deduction.
This looks like the 12th round of a Rocky movie here. Now, these guys are just posing after throwing all the shots. I think both of them are a little bit fatigued.
There's a smear of blood on the face of Germán Garcia. 15 seconds remaining, round number 3 of our co-main event. This fight is exactly what the World Cup Boxing Series is all about. Overhand right, then the left hand from the Cuban Jeovanny Bruzon. Walk down pressure. Big right hand, and that ends round number 3.
This is going to come down to stamina, intestinal fortitude, I think. Garcia, the more experienced as a pro, but again, he was inactive all of 2020. Bruzon, as we mentioned, had that tremendous amateur career. He's doing great as a pro, but hasn't put in the rounds. Now he's getting those rounds. This was a hell of a round. You see Garcia started out trying to work the body. And then Bruzon with good body work of his own. Both hands, both guys letting both hands go. There's a beautiful chopping right by Garcia. And Bruzon comes back with that straight left.
Seconds out called. Smitty, the WBC, the only of the 4 major sanctioning bodies to have this bridger weight, 201 to 224 pounds. I love it. I think it's a great showcase for what would be small heavyweights in this era who just can't cut to below 200 pounds.
And it's tough in an era where you have the, Anthony Joshua's and Tyson Furies and, Deontay Wilders that are 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", 260, 270. You're right. I'm not sold on it yet, but I like it, and I certainly like this fight. What's not to like?
More measured, more muted start from both men. For the jab, counter right from Garcia just misses the mark. Now the jab from the fighter from Chihuahua, Mexico, Germán Garcia.
When you see this happening, this is because both guys respect each other and have tasted each other's power and respect each other's power. All that posturing that you're seeing there and no punching. And they're trying to be calculated to come inside.
Right back to it, orders referee Cesar Castellon. Right to the body. Uppercut chest miss from Bruzon. Right hand misses from Garcia. Better work on the inside from Germán Garcia. You see Bruzon trying to separate, trying to get distance. Those are two powerful punchers. There's that uppercut again from Bruzon. 80 seconds remaining, round number 4.
Good body work by Garcia, digging those shots in. Some of them are slapping, but some of them are powerful. And again, continues on the inside to crank those right hands when he has a free hand. There he landed a nice left hook.
And the entry, body shot for Garcia to the inside. Pace is definitely slowed down. As I say that, the flurry, and there's the big right hand. Garcia acknowledged the uppercut. Caught with that right hand.
Left uppercut by Bruzon off the southpaw style has been a thing of beauty for him. I think Bruzon should use his boxing skills. He's a powerful guy, but he's clearly the classier boxer of the two, and that will set up the power, and I think he would make this a much, I don't want to say easier fight, but a much more winnable fight if he would utilize his boxing skills like that.
There's that uppercut again. Garcia trying to turn out, and he does, definitely so.
Garcia, the right hook. Garcia's a little wobbly right here.
Warning up from Cesar Castellon to Bruzon, holding back of the head. And to Garcia for clinching as well. Closing stages, round number 4. There is the bell. This is a really good fight.
And a difficult fight, I think, for anybody to score because each fighter is having their moments. I have Bruzon ahead, but these are close rounds.
3 rounds to 1?
Yes.
I agree with your scorecard. Round 2 to Garcia.
There's the beautiful jab by Bruzon, fighting from the outside. Plants a straight left to the solar plexus, does a good job of responsible defense, lands a chopping shot, gets out of the way of a hook. And this is the kind of stuff that I think can lead him to a victory in this fight, boxing. Yes, you can punch, yes, you can slug, but you have the mentality. You need to have the mentality of a boxer if you're Bruzon against the better slugger, pure natural slugger in the Mexican Garcia.
Set for round number 5. Walk down pressure early from Garcia. Zone against the corner cushion. Into the pocket comes Garcia. Garcia in the corner, going to work to the body. Bruzon looking to counter. Big right hand in the left, counter right hand right back. Both fighters throwing huge. There's the right hand, the left gets through from Germán Garcia.
Good little sequence there for Garcia on the inside, landing some left and right hooks.
There's that uppercut again on the entry with the left hand for Jeovanny Bruzon. Good separation from Castellon. Left hand.
The uglier Garcia makes this fight, the better for him. Needs to get on the inside, stay on the inside, has that free hand club with it like I know he wants to do right there. There he tries the right, there it is.
Bruzon looking to counter off his back foot. Straight forward, straight line pressure from Germán Garcia. Now Garcia with his back against the ropes. Garcia to the body.
I'm really anxious to see the stamina of Bruzon if we get past this round and halfway point here and see if he carries that power.
Up to the body, again the right uppercut. Counter on the right hand from Garcia. 55 seconds remaining, round number 5.
And it's Bruzon that's making the clinches.
Good left hand from Bruzon. Left to the body. There's the uppercut once more, than the left cross. Good sequence now for the Cuban Jeovanny Bruzon. Garcia looking to turn, but you see a huge exhale from Germán Garcia. Time called.
Is that the doctor coming up, or to take a look?
Issue with the glove tape. Also the physician.
No, I think that's the cut. I don't know if there was a butt, but that right eye.
Cesar Castañón now talking to the officials at the WBC table. They are in control of this fight.
Was it a headbutt? Oh, that's a bad cut, Sean. A very bad cut. Is he taking a... I don't think he took...
Point was not taken.
Okay.
The indication from Cesar Castañón was that it was a headbutt. Now we're through 4 rounds, so because the foul occurred here in round number 5, if this fight does get stopped on that, this would be a technical decision. You would score the round in which the fight would be stopped. If it's a legal blow, it would be a TKO win for Bruzon, but because it's a headbutt, this could be a technical decision.
Bruzon did a great job of slipping a shot and landing a beautiful overhand left.
Right hand gets through, right to the body, right back from Garcia, and that's the end of round 5.
Agarra un poquito, escúpela, respira. Dame 3 con fuerte, dale.
See the action. We'll see if we can pick up where the eye was cut. The heads are in a position for there to be a cut. You see that Garcia coming in forward. Not intentional, but he's got his head forward. Ooh, there was...
Smitty off mic. I just walked over to the WBC officials table. They confirmed for me that that is a headbutt. As reported by referee Cesar Castañón. So again, if the fight is stopped because of that, it would be a technical decision. You would score the round in which it stopped.
And that might be one of those situations that the truck was in my ear too, because there were shots that landed right there as well. Might have been a situation, and I've seen this covering boxing as many years as I have, where the butt starts it slightly and then a shot comes right after and opens it up. But it might have been actually started, but you know, we'd have to go to slow motion replay for that.
Round number 6.
Slow motion.
Where I'll credit referee Cesar Castañón is that he was decisive. First and foremost, as a referee, you have to be decisive. He or she who hesitates has lost. Virtually no hesitation between these two fighters, Jeovanny Bruzon, Germán Garcia. 2:10 remaining, round number 6 of our co-main event.
Garcia awful flat-footed right now. Just took another big, deep breath. I'm looking at his feet, and he's very flat-footed. This should be, there's a little moment here for Bruzon. He looks the clear-headed of the two and also looks the less tired of the two. And that head of Garcia is right there for that uppercut.
Germán Garcia in our fighter meeting told us I want to see how Jeovanny Bruzon deals with adversity, deals with power.
Watch that uppercut that should be coming from Bruzon, because again, the posturing of Garcia is right there. You see, he's falling right over. If Bruzon could take a little step back and free up that left hand, he could come right underneath with it and perhaps get him out of there. There he threw the right hand over the top.
You can see trying to create distance now is Bruzon, right back into the clinch. 65 seconds remaining, round number 6. There's the big uppercut again.
Sometimes a fighter hits a wall. He's complaining now, Garcia is, about the head of Bruzon, but it seems to me like it's Garcia coming in with his head forward.
To the body. 5 seconds now remaining in this 6th round. Definitely a slower pace. Virtually impossible that these two fighters could have maintained the pace we saw in rounds 1, 2, and 3.
And this is where Bruzon could really, if he has the stamina, could really step back and use his boxing skills like this to really set up something. Because I think Garcia is in a little bit of trouble.
Left hand getting through from Bruzon. Not much in the way of output here in round number 6 from Germán Garcia. He is slowed down visibly and markedly.
All arm punches, his hands falling to the side.
Seconds now of this 6th round. If the jab goes Garcia, doesn't land. Next stop, round 7. Through the opening 5 fights of his pro boxing career, the 23-year-old Cuban Jeovanny Bruzon facing virtually no resistance or adversity. 4 wins by way of first-round KO, 1 win by way of second-round KO. But a different type of fight, a different type of opponent this evening than Germán Garcia.
Best thing that could ever happen to Bruzon, he might not agree with me, but is to get these rounds in. Maybe he didn't want these kind of rounds, or especially what he faced in round 2, but getting in those rounds are very important and will pay dividends down the road. I just want to see, can Garcia catch any kind of a second wind?
Smitty, your unofficial scorecard?
59-55 Bruzon. There were a couple of rounds that could have been a little closer. I just think Bruzon's more accurate punches, ring generalship is the reason why I have him winning most of these rounds.
Garcia's best round, clearly round number 2, when he definitely rocked with the right hand, Jeovanny Bruzon. The warning from referee Cesar Castañón for the hold. From the jab, there's a big body shot from Bruzon. Garcia really trying to slow down this fight. Coming to the inside, and you see Bruzon with his shoulder. Now the push-off, not technically legal, trying to create space. That's a tired-looking left hand from Garcia.
There's
the uppercut. Big left hand! Garcia in trouble again. He was in real trouble in round number 1. He's in big trouble here in round 7.
But the difference is, it's round 7, and he's very tired. And I think if Bruzon can get him in a position to let his hands go, he can get him out of here.
Counter left hand from Garcia, not much on that punch. There's an arm punch with the overhand right. Still Garcia walks forward, he's still swinging. Bruzon definitely looks the fresher of the two fighters. 140 remaining, round number 7. Almost a face wash with the left hand from Garcia, not even a punch.
They're all arm punches. He's so fatigued. Throw that uppercut is what Bruzon needs to do. It's so there. Easier said than done, though. But with that head leaning forward and with Garcia being so tired, create some space like he just did. Pop the jab and come up with that uppercut. Opposite of what Mike Tyson had done to him by Buster Douglas, where it was the right uppercut by Douglas.
Bruzon tentatively walking forward from the southpaw stance, throws the naked left hand, nothing there. That was a tired-looking punch from Jeovanny Bruzon.
Yeah, you might have let the opportunity get away. Did the mouthpiece come out there?
Mouthpiece out. Back to Garcia's corner quickly.
He didn't even clean that thing off.
Usually your chief second will put the mouthpiece in. Not fully there. If you don't like spit or blood, boxing's probably not the right sport for you.
Really?
Overhand right. Counter on the uppercut from Bruzon. 25 seconds to go, round 7.
He looks, Garcia just has a look of disgust on his face. He's complaining that he's getting butted, but Bruzon certainly not doing it intentionally. They're just coming in, both guys are leaning forward. And you got the southpaw against the orthodox, and it happens.
Good left hand. Saw the level change, the duck under, and then the left hand from Bruzon. That was slick. That is the end of round 7. Reminder, up next, it is our main event, our second title fight on this card. At stake, the currently vacant WBO Latino 168-pound title. The undefeated fighter from Guatemala, Lester Martinez, versus the 10-win fighter from here in Mexico, Gabriel Lopez. It's our inaugural event, World Cup Boxing Series, live worldwide on Fight.
It's a good 1-2. There's that uppercut I've been talking about. Lands it again. Sometimes throws it as a 45. 45-degree angle. Good body shot. Left hook by Bruzon. Again, more of the 45 angle. And for a guy who has taken some punishment, his face looks pretty unmarked, doesn't it?
Very clean. And he has taken some huge shots, especially in round number 2, Jeovanny Bruzon.
And I think Garcia is just more of an arm puncher. He's been inactive too. This is probably not the best of him, but he's hung in there, and he's certainly carried Bruzon to uncharted territory and made him work for everything.
Again, as we've talked about, the pure punching power of Bruzon, the same can be said for Germán Garcia. Entering 7-2, all 7 of those pro wins by way of knockout. 5 of those 7 KOs coming inside of 2 rounds. Here we are in round number 8 of our co-main. Both fighters giving and receiving throughout.
All these punches, though, by Garcia now and Sean, they're all arm punches. They're just nothing behind them. So I think if Bruzon wants to turn up the temperature and try to get him out of here, I think he can.
Bruzon told us, I am always looking for the knockout, but I am never forcing the knockout. Garcia was in trouble in round number 1, and again in trouble in round number 7. There's a big overhand right from Bruzon, then the left hand. Garcia might be finding himself in trouble once more.
I tell you what, Garcia certainly takes a heck of a shot, because we've seen Bruzon take guys out with those same kind of shots. And here we are in round number 8, and a cut, battered Garcia's taken these shots. What's going on here?
Time called by referee Cesar Castañón.
He might stop this.
Again, the ringside physician coming in. That is it. Now the question is, will Cesar Castañón say that that cut, which ends the fight, was caused from that butt in round number 5, or caused by a punch? If it's a punch, this is it. Scored right now, because it can happen at any moment.
That's right. It's a good tool, an exercise to do when you score a fight, ladies and gentlemen. It is Clean, accurate punching, effective aggressiveness, ring generalship, defense, and the intangible for Smitty is who is doing more of what they want to do.
Still not sure the Bruzon's corner doesn't realize that he has not won by TKO. I believe the victory is going to be his, but again, this is going to be a technical decision. We are set with Lupe Contreras.
Ladies and gentlemen, after consulting with the ringside physician, referee Cesar Castañón calls a halt to this bout due to an injury suffered by the blue corner with an official time of 1 minute 20 seconds of round number 8. Damas y caballeros, después de consultar con el médico de turno, el referee Cesar Castañón para la contienda por causa de una lesión con un tiempo oficial de 1 minuto 20 segundos del octavo asalto, declarando el ganador por knockout técnico, declaring the winner by way of technical knockout. And now, the inaugural WBC Continental Latino Bridgerweight Champion de Cuba, la bestia, Jeovanny Bruzon.